WIFO-FM in Jesup. Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, and it's brought to you by O'Quinn Associates, Murphy Builder Supply, Van's Barbecue, and First Southern Bank.
Are you looking for an insurance company that you can call and talk to a live person? Are you looking for an insurance company where you can walk in and talk to an agent? Are you looking for an insurance company that offers multiple companies so they can try and get you the best rate? If you said yes to any of these, then you need to call or come by O'Quinn & Associates Insurance Financial Services. We offer multiple companies so we can find the best fit for you. Give us a call at 385-1000 or stop by our office at 212 South First Street right here in Jesup.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jesup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner special. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to the barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Hi, I'm Raymond Brown.
And I'm Mandy Yeomans. At First Southern Bank, our customers are like family. As a locally owned community bank, we're dedicated to helping our clients succeed.
We have loans for every need, whether it's personal or business. We have lines of credit, auto loans, equipment loans, and of course, we offer mortgages. Stop by our bank or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
The world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Bob, how you doing?
I'm good.
Doing good, huh? You getting all ready for the Wayne County baseball season coming up in just a couple of weeks?
Yeah. Should be a fun season. It's going to be cold, but should be fun.
Well, it's February. It's going to be in February, Bob. That's wintertime.
I know. They moved it up 2 weeks. So
moved it up 2 weeks.
I went to that middle school game this week. It's kind of chilly, so it's hard to play baseball in this weather.
That's just the way it is, Bob.
You
start in the cold or you end in the cold. One of the two.
They're going to get smart one year. They're going to flip the seasons.
They're not going to flip them, Bob.
Yeah. One day.
They're not going to flip them. Ain't going to do it. Ain't going to happen.
It'll happen.
No, it won't.
Get rid of GHSA.
Ain't happening. Ain't happening. You're not changing, 75 years of tradition. Spring is baseball, fall is football. Just the way it is, Bob. Just the way it is.
One day
it ain't changing.
Come to their senses.
You can sit there and hope all day long, but he ain't changing baseball out of the spring. Okay. Ain't gonna happen. But we're getting ready for Wayne County baseball season starting in a couple of weeks. A scrimmage game on that Tuesday and the regular first game on that Friday or Thursday. Of that first full week in February. And we look forward to bringing Wayne County baseball to the listeners here in the Wayne County area. Get lots of listeners on there. We put it on 105.5 FM. We also stream the games down our website. And it's amazing to me how many people out of state or out of our Southeast Georgia area and then out of state listen to Wayne County baseball on streaming.
We had a lot of listeners from a lot of different counties, that's for sure. Loyal listeners, too. They listen to every game. So a lot of
people who lived here in the Wayne County area, moved away maybe to, Savannah or Atlanta or Macon or, Valdosta or wherever it may be, Northeast Georgia. And then, of course, states throughout the country.
And just a lot of baseball fans from other counties like to listen to it. So
yeah, and you got that right too. Baseball fans from our surrounding counties also listen to it throughout the state.
They like listening to good baseball. Wayne County's got good baseball.
Good baseball. So Wayne County baseball coming up in just a couple of weeks. We'll have the games for you. Said there's 30 games this year.
30 games scheduled.
30 regular season games.
Yep.
Isn't that more? Don't we usually about 25, 26?
No, it's been that way for the last
30?
3 years.
Okay, all right. Just didn't remember. 30 games. And look forward to that. And, of course, then Braves baseball is going to begin soon. You'll have the preseason games. What do they call those? A preseason game? Exhibition preseason. Game. Yeah, in March.
Spring training.
All that spring games in down there from Florida.
Who's left for the Braves? Lost Freddie Freeman, lost Dansby Swansman, lost Adam Duvall. I mean, who's left?
I don't know. Teams change players every single year.
Just sad.
It just changes every year, Bob. You know that. You've been in sports for a long time. You know they're going to change a lot of their roster every single year. People don't hang around like they used to.
You just don't let guys like Freddie Freeman, Dansby Swanson leave your team. It's just not
well,
good.
It's their choice. They didn't let them go. They let their choice to leave. So you say, okay, well, we got some good years out of them. We'll go find someone else, and that's what you do.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Bad answer.
Yeah, that's what you have to do, Bob. How many teams? How many teams out there? You know more about the Braves because you really keep up with it. But how many players do your Pittsburgh Pirates keep every single year?
We don't have any money.
Yeah, so y'all change them out each year.
There's a difference there.
People come and go.
We're a small market team. We don't have any money. Y'all got plenty. Y'all got plenty of money.
Y'all?
The Braves, yeah, they got plenty of money.
What do you mean, y'all stuff?
You just threw my Pirates. You just threw my Pirates under the bus.
I'm talking about every single team out there.
I'm excited. I got Andrew McCutchen back.
15, 20% of their roster every single year. That's just sports today, Bob. You know that.
I'm excited. We got one of my favorite players back, Andrew McCutchen. I can bring his bobblehead back out of the closet and put it back out on the shelf.
Back in Pittsburgh?
Yeah. He came back.
Is he a good player?
I love him. Great player.
Is he a good player?
Yeah, he's a good player.
Great player. Well, maybe he'll
all-star player.
Maybe during the midseason when the Pirates are in last place and Atlanta's up close to the first, they can get him and bring him back down to Atlanta in the midseason.
I'm surprised the Braves don't already have him. So. I'm glad to have him back.
Oh boy,
I like Andrew McCutchen. I didn't like it when he left. So.
Okay.
But Pittsburgh, like I said, their season's over as soon as they leave spring training. They can't compete. It's just sad. There's no optimism at all.
That's terrible. They go. I mean, every single year. I mean, the Braves at least won the Eastern Division for the last 5 years in a row. Won the World Series 2 years ago. Got back to the division title last year. Yeah, and so, but to be every single year, because we lived that way with the Braves for so many years. You know. WIFO 105.5 FM. We've been the longest serving radio affiliate for the Braves on the Braves network. We've been carrying Braves ever since 1971. There's no other station that even comes close. And so we've been through the bad years, the good years, the bad years, the good years. And so we look forward to this season in 2023, March the preseason, and then right around April 1st to be that first regular season game, and then go those 162 games before the playoffs, the first week in October. And it'll be interesting to see how it all dust settles this year, on who's going to be good and who's not going to be good. Think Houston may repeat this year, getting back to the World Series?
I hope not.
You hope not? Man, they get ripped on Fox Sports all the time on Fox Sports Radio. Or they cheated 1 year. 1 year they cheated, and they are still living that today.
It's pretty bad.
New managers, new players. I mean, everything's changed there practically, but they still got that reputation from that 1 year of stealing signs. They were stealing. Stealing what signs from the other team they were playing, the Los Angeles.
I don't know. They just had a video system set up where
they
could steal the signs.
They could steal the signs. Yeah.
Wasn't good. They got caught.
I'm sure that Bill Belichick probably said, "Now, how did they do that?" So we could.
Bill Belichick's been cheating for a while.
What do they say in sports? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
That's what they say. What if he's going to try to get Brady to come back to New England?
Oh,
so it's going to be interesting how the offseason goes. Aaron Rodgers talking about leaving Green Bay, so it's going to be interesting where all these quarterbacks land. So Mel Kiper put out his draft board. They got 4 SEC quarterbacks going in or 4 quarterbacks going in the first round. Yeah, all SEC quarterbacks.
All SEC?
They got the Kentucky guy going. They got Richardson from Florida going. Bryce Young from Alabama going. And I'm trying to think who the fourth one is. But they got 4 quarterbacks in the SEC going in round 1. So
and Mel Kiper's got Georgia's Jalen Carter as their number one pick.
Yeah. He's got Stetson going in round 3. So see how that goes out. Stetson turned down the invite to go to the Senior Bowl. He's going straight to get ready for the combine. So I was interested to see how that. I thought he was going to play in the Senior Bowl, but he turned down the invitation. Got invited, but decided to turn it down. So he's just getting ready for the NFL combine. So I'm not sure where he went, but he went somewhere to train and get ready.
Okay.
Ready for these AFC championship games this Sunday. It's going to be fun. Got to still decide who I'm going to pick. Got to get that done tonight. So I have those tomorrow. Got this, the pressure's mine. So I'm 8-2, 4-0 last week. So
that's right. Bobby can't get much better than 4-0.
Got to keep it up. But these are 2 tough games.
They are 2 tough.
Patrick Mahomes was at practice. I just don't know if that.
They say he's running around without a limp.
Yeah, I didn't see him running around much. I saw him jogging around much.
Oh, jogging around. Yeah, he was jogging around without a limp.
He says he's good to go, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting. 2 games. Should be a good matchup no matter who gets in, but got to make that decision tonight. After I get done the Men's Golf Association meeting, I'll come out here and put your mind
to work, do some research, crunch the numbers, get the latest info from Vegas, and then come up with your pick.
Both lines from Vegas just basically saying it's a pick 'em game either way. I mean, the lines are, I think one's 1.5, one's 2, something like that. So they're basically saying it's a pick 'em game in both games. So home field advantage could be a factor. Got to check the weather forecast, all that good stuff. But
well, you got tomorrow. Philadelphia at home. Yeah. You know how rowdy and those Eagle fans are, and you got a more experienced and apparently more healthy quarterback. And you got 2 great defenses there. It's going to be a heck of a game. It's hard to pick there. The 49ers have been on a roll, but you've got the wild card there is you got that rookie quarterback there who looked a little timid this past week. Will he even look more timid this week? It's better to look timid than it is make mistakes, and he didn't make mistakes, so he didn't hurt himself this past week, and that helped because he got such a great defense to fall back on. And then, of course, on the other game there, Cincinnati at Kansas City. Cincinnati's had Kansas City's number for the past several years. I mean, do you know what's going to happen there?
I'll let you know tomorrow.
Let me know tomorrow once you get all that research done. Okay.
Have it all set for tomorrow.
All right. Well, in your news there, you had the Wayne County Drug Task Force, or whatever the official name of it is, did a big drug bust a couple days ago.
Tuesday, yeah. Got a lot of pills, a lot of.
I mean, it's a smorgasbord of stuff. They got boats, money,
ATVs,
drugs, ATV.
Jewelry.
I mean, geez. Are they going to have a fire sale down there after the trial? What do they do with all this stuff?
Hopefully, you get it back to its rightful owners.
Get it back to the rightful. Oh, they were stolen. Okay, they didn't. All that stuff was stolen.
Yeah.
Maybe allegedly they were stolen. Allegedly, until it's proven in court. Allegedly. Okay. Get them back to its rightful owners. So.
I don't think the 2 people arrested owned it up front.
You don't think they owned it? Huh? You think they allegedly was stolen? Possibly. Maybe. We'll find out in court.
They're charged with theft.
They're charged with it. It's still allegedly. Remember, in our society, we are innocent until proven guilty, Bob. Okay? So here on the media, we have to say allegedly until a verdict is reached or a plea agreement is reached.
I'm not being politically correct. I'm just telling you there's a big drug bust. Hopefully, get that stuff back to the rightful owners.
Okay.
Because if somebody stole your boat, you'd want it back.
I'd want that sucker back. Yes, sir. I want my ATV.
If they stole it, right?
I didn't know if that was stolen or if they had purchased it. I mean, how do you hide all that stuff? I mean, geez. Apparently, not very well because they were caught. But I know that they're they got that drug task force back together again since Sheriff Mosley came into office, and so it'll be interesting to see how this continues to work here in Wayne County with this drug task force.
From all reports, the 2 departments are working well together, so that's what you like to see. I say because they put that narcotics unit together. So hopefully more drug busts. Like I said, if anybody out there knows anything about illegal activity, they're asked to call the sheriff's department, police department. So, but like I said, dangerous stuff out there on the streets. So hopefully we'll see more drug busts.
Okay.
Clean it up.
It's a tough thing out there. You know, you watch some of these series on like story television, history. I mean, all these things about all these big truck busts through the years of the last several decades, and these drug lords that were made hundreds and billions of dollars and stuff like that, and how much drugs just that one drug dealer was bringing into America. Man, there's a lot of high people out there. I mean, they sell it at higher prices as much as they can produce and get into the United States. They're able to sell, and it's really messing up a lot of folks' lives out there. And that's one of the things there with the open border apparently that we have right now. You've got tens of thousands of people coming in every single month, thousands of people coming in every single month. And they said that drugs are just pouring across the border because our relaxed enforcement there on the border. People can just come across. And that's hurting right there. Plus, there's, the other ways they used to smuggle them in and stuff like that. But that drug situation is really, really bad here in America.
There's a lot of gang activity out there. Like I said, the governor talked about that in the state address, trying to crack down on that. Talk about the revolving door of criminal justice in the state. And that's what you see. Same people in and out of court, arrested, charged, go to court, get out, they're right back in court. Like I said, you see it here locally, you see it statewide, see it nationwide. It's a revolving door. So anybody who goes to drug court sees it as well. So it's a bad problem in society. So hopefully the governor can do what he wants to do, plans to crack down on violent crime, because there's a lot of it going on, especially up in the Atlanta area. You got people friends in Atlanta say they don't really go out at night in Atlanta because it's just dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you can understand that, and you hear all these stories from nationwide from some of these larger cities, and the fact that they've got certain DAs in there and certain mayors in there, something like that. That kind of you don't have to post bail, or you don't have to do this, and you don't have to do that, and you got crime. If you don't have a tough law enforcement, crime's going to go rampant. It's just history has proven that. You've got to have tough law enforcement if you don't want crime just to get out of hand. And a lot of these cities are finding out, that's happening.
Looking forward to tomorrow's guest. We got bass fishing coach Jamie Knight coming in tomorrow and talk about the bass fishing team at Wayne County High School.
Isn't that amazing? Bass fishing is now a sport. And we got the coach coming in. How do you coach fishing, Bob?
I saw him at the middle school baseball game. I said, "Are the letters shaped in the side of a fish?" Like a bass fishing letter,
What letters?
They letter. It's a sport.
Oh, the letter. That's right. You mean when they letter?
Yeah.
You put a fish on the W there.
I just wonder if for bass fishing, is the letters shaped in the size of a fish? I don't know. I thought that'd be cute. But he'll be here tomorrow to talk about the bass fishing. He's got a lot of kids involved in it. So I guess you got to have your own boat. I mean, not like the school's providing the boat. So I'm just curious how it all works.
Either that or they fish from the bank. But if it's big lakes, you got to be on the boat.
Yeah, they're out. They went to Lake Seminole.
That's a big lake. That's a big old lake right there. You got to be on the boat on that.
It's like 350 boats out there on the lake at one time.
Word.
So all out there trying to catch fish. So I just want to know who went. How did is it all by how many fish you catch, or is it the weight? Is it like the fishing tournaments here in Wayne County? So I'm just curious to see how it all works out.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be interesting talking to the fishing coach. Is it just bass fishing?
Bass fishing.
Bass fishing, just bass. Largemouth or smallmouth, or both? You don't know. We'll find out tomorrow.
I'm not a fisherman. I don't fish. I don't know. I just thought it'd be an interesting topic to come on and talk about it. So
I think it's totally interesting.
I said too, the Wayne County kids caught the biggest fish of the tournament this past weekend in Lake Seminole. So
it'd be interesting. How do you coach fishing? Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess these athletes don't have to go into the weight room to do their sport, do they? Get in there, Joe, and do some weightlifting so you can cast out further.
They He may. He just don't know.
Do you need to get bigger, faster, stronger in bass fishing?
Maybe they got to run. Maybe they got to find out.
Got to keep that endurance up all day long when you're fishing out there in that sun, man.
See what the off-season conditioning program is. We'll find out from Jamie Knight tomorrow. But glad they've got a bass fishing team.
I think that's great. Yeah. Started a sport. Now Wayne County's involved with it. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, do we participate in region or is it a district?
I think it's an area.
Just an area of, because you really don't have to have,
I don't think it's a region thing.
you'd have a 1A school do just as well against a 5A school, I would think. Yeah. So bass fishing is a sport now in high. Who would ever thought of that? That is just great.
They went to, like I said, they went to Lake Seminole this past weekend. I think the next one's at Lake Oconee, so in February. So they got another tournament coming up. So we get all the information from Jamie Knight. So we're looking forward to that show tomorrow to find out more about it, how it came about, how many kids they get involved, how it works. I guess you got to have, I don't think the school's providing boats. So you get to have your own boat.
I guess.
Kind of like baseball.
Because school don't have boats,
I wonder if they put decals on it for white.
Jackets on the boat.
Yeah. Like wings.
Paint them up gold and white,
gold
huh?
and white, right.
Yeah.
Get the big yellow jacket on the side, I don't know.
We're going to find out a lot tomorrow.
We'll find it all out. I'm just, curious minds want to know how it all works. But I saw Jamie at the middle school baseball game. He said it was, it went real well. So the kids are excited. Said it was a lot of fun.
And not only that, it'll be interesting
it's just
what
amazing,
kids are involved
It's
with
just
this.
amazing how many teams are across the state have bass fishing tournaments.
And is it just guys or is it co-ed? I mean, women can fish just as well as men can.
I'm sure women are.
I'm not sure if it's co-ed or not.
Find out tomorrow.
Yeah, someone was saying the Braves announcer is leaving too, Kerry. Well, you've had 3 DUIs in a market.
Well, Kerry didn't have the DUIs. The guy from St. Louis that he replaced has the DUIs.
That's right. The guy from St. Louis, not Kerry, but the guy from St. Louis. So he had to leave. So Kerry left to go take that position at St. Louis. Yeah. So it made an opening there. But, how many people stay in one place that long anymore? They just don't.
He's been there 18 years. That's a long time.
So people move here and they go there and they go where
he started with Chicago, WGN with his dad,
Yeah.
So, or his grandfather, I'm sure. His dad, Skip, always with the Braves, but
right.
But
Skip was always with the Braves.
Harry was with the Cubs, and that's where Chip started.
Yeah. So that's change is the one constant, Bob. It's always going to happen. So he's left going to St. Louis. You get somebody else. You look at that as who can we get that's better? That's what you have to look at. When someone leaves an organization, whether it's a player, announcer, whatever the case may be, in business or whatever, when someone leaves, you say, all right, who can I get this better? And then you go out there and do that search. Because I first got that, I heard that first when I was up in Aiken, South Carolina, when my dad and I were running the radio station up there. We carried the basketball games and baseball games for USC Aiken up there, the Pacers. And we had a great coach. I can't remember if it was the basketball or the baseball. Can't remember which one it was, but the athletic director came in there. The media and said, all right, yes, it's a great loss, but we're going to go out there and find someone that's just as good as better. So we don't look at what we've lost, we look at what we can gain. And, boy, they went out there and hired someone really good. And the program was fantastic. So, yeah, it's always good. It's always sad to lose someone that's really good, but then that's life. You can't dwell on it. You got to move on. And so it'll be interesting to see who they put in as Kerry's place. Yeah. But people get emotionally attached to players. They get emotionally attached to announcers and stuff like that. So you can understand that it's a little disappointing when someone leaves.
Yeah, but everybody's replaceable.
Yeah.
As Jay Brin said many times, one monkey don't stop the show. The show's going to go on. Doesn't matter who it is.
I mean, how much longer is Nick Saban going to coach there at Alabama?
At least 80.
At least 80?
Yeah. He doesn't have anything to do. He loves it.
He loves it? Still loves it? Sure. I think he's looking for an offensive coordinator, isn't he?
He's looking for an offensive and a defense coordinator.
Both his coordinators there at Alabama, huh?
What he's looking for is a quarterback. That's what he's looking for. The heck with the coordinators. He needs a quarterback. But they say he's going to the transfer portal. So, but but he had the #1 recruiting class again. So
He did?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does he do that?
Because he's a good recruiter.
Apparently.
Because he got a good program. You know.
I understand your favorite coach, Primetime's doing well out there in Colorado. He's getting some top athletes in there just from his bubbling, charismatic personality.
And his cash. He's buying players left and right. That's all he's doing.
With
he's
the
buying.
NIL, yeah.
Yeah, he's buying them. So
Yeah.
he's going to do well. I said, I mean, he got the #1 quarterback in the country, but like I said, if you're a cornerback, you know, who else would you want to be trained by or coached by?
Yeah. One of the best cornerbacks of all time.
Exactly.
But
right.
he had a lot of natural talent, too. Not everybody has that.
He had that speed. I mean, plus he was a two-sport athlete. So, but like I said, I'm sure he's going to get, but I don't know how, still Colorado.
Well, they say that what he's done, he's trying to, he's trying to be the face, the up front guy, the people know, but he's trying to get the best X and O coaches in there to let them do the diehard coaching.
Sad thing, he went in there and told all those kids that were there before he got there, "You're not going to be here. You're gone."
Oh, he did? You're out of here?
Yeah.
Didn't they have signed scholarships with the college?
Apparently they're not going to have him because I'm telling you, he told him he's bringing his own luggage. So he told him pretty much to get out.
The players?
Yeah.
The players?
He's bringing
his... has signed scholarships in Colorado. He can legally do that?
Apparently so.
Huh.
I mean,
interesting.
They're gone. He pretty much told me, "You're not going to be on my team." It's kind of like Chuck Noll when Chuck Noll took over the Steelers. Rocky Blyer tells that story. Walked in there and he says, "Hate to tell you guys, but half you guys ain't going to be here because you're not any good."
Well, I can see how you can do it. Well, I don't know. I'm sure there's ways of getting out of stuff like that. So I'm sure that when you sign up a scholarship, if the coach wants you gone, you're gone.
Yeah. I mean, Dion made it clear he's not keeping most of those players on that Colorado team. So
okay.
But I'm sure he'll do well. Like I said, he can recruit. He's got plenty of money.
Well, I'm sure personally he's not forking out any money.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's using.
You think he's using? Nah, Bobby ain't gonna fork out his own money. You got your. He's got supporters there, alumni, NIL money.
We're talking slime time. Come on, man. Come on. What are you talking about? Of course he's using his own money.
Nah, he ain't gonna give up his own money.
I'm
sure he's smart enough, like a lot of people out there, use other people's money. Yeah.
Maybe so, but
he ain't gonna fork it out of his own pocket.
I want to put anything past slime time.
Oh, come on, Bob.
Slime time.
Just because he treated you one time bad in the Braves locker room, you've been on his case ever since. You treat Bob bad one time and you're on his list the rest of your life.
Great athlete, just not a good person. I'll just tell you.
According to Bob. There's a lot of people out there that love him.
That's good.
All right, Bob.
They can have him.
They can have him. Well, Bob, on that note, we're going to get out of here, okay?
See you.
All right. World famous Butch and Bob show right here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, Murphy Builder Supply, Van's Barbecue, and First Southern Bank.